Hey, what is up YouTube? It is Matty and welcome to another Learning LaLoon episode. And yeah, if you follow this series, if you watched the last episode, you'd have heard that I mentioned that the next one, aka this one, is going to be raids with 5 lava hounds. So I haven't shown this before, haven't seen much of it before either, being honest, so it's kind of new to me, but we'll see how we get on. Oops, going into the wrong place. And again, yeah, so it's going to be an interesting, well, yeah, it'd be interesting to try and break down how the raids work and what Bratus did, because both raids are on pretty much the top 10 or 9s, both by Bratus, so I'm going to show both of his raids. Last video was all about Xliv, and today it's all about a different strategy, and I kind of like it that I get to show 2 similar raids back to back of the same army strat. So this is the base, and you can see, which is nice, is that it's a pretty strong, pretty max town or 9. Now all the 4 air defences are not covering each other. Queen's pretty central, and yeah, I mean, I haven't watched this video load, but I wanted to show it so we can try and pick apart and see how, why, and all that. So the army strategy is really simple. He hasn't even got a king. His queen's only level 13, so this is surprising that he can take down this caliber of base, considering that, well, the enemy heroes aren't too strong, but the queen that is there is higher than his. So it's yeah, I have got Malcolm, my little baby, in the room with me, so hopefully he stays nice and quiet for the video. Anyway, so he starts the raid by dropping, didn't mean to speed up then, 2 hounds onto the first air defence. I think that's to give it a chance for the loons to get in there and to start doing their damage. You can see that both expos are pointing down as well, which is helpful for Bratus on this raid. Unfortunately, though, the loons were caught by the first air bomb, but now he's getting the CC pull. And you can see on the left side of the base as well, he started doing a similar thing. He's dropped 2 loons at the top because that arch tower was just standalone. One loon's likely to die, but the other will survive. And then the other loon can just take down all 3 of those cannons, those mortars as well. So the whole top side is then clear. So this base is sort of really perfect for a LaLoon, especially since both expos are down as well. Now you can see the hound is really tanking the CC as well, which is interesting. And it's, in fact, the hound moved all the way down to the bottom air defence. And I think the other hound, where's he gone? He's moving down as well now. So you can see what's happened is he's dropped 2 hounds on the first one, the loon's behind, 1 hound on the next one, loon's behind with the rage spell, hound on the bottom as the other hound comes down again, and then he's going to drop his 5th hound on the, so he's dropping a hound on every single air defence, but 2 on the first one. And you can just see how many hounds are just tanking through, and most of them are popping, which is perfect. And at this point in the raid, pretty much all the defences have gone. There's only 1 arch tower left, and there come the 3 Teslas. But that's great, because if those Teslas can pop the last hound, there we go. Look, it's going to put even more pups onto the battlefield. So it's just crazy power. Now he throws his queen at the top because there's some buildings to clear, but I reckon he's got like an extra minute left by the time the raid's over. So obviously it cuts the actual timer down when you watch replay, but I reckon he probably had 40-50 seconds left on the clock on this caliber of town hall. I mean, it's just insane, and that's why I wanted to show it. So I'll recap that video again. I'll do it in ×2 speed, and I'll just let it play through. So 2 hounds, a couple of loons, couple of loons on the arch tower, another hound, couple of loons, another hound, a couple of loons, and then the last hound and a couple of loons. So it's 4 rages for the 4 air defences, and just the sheer amount of pups have cleared down the clan castle troops and killed. I didn't even see how the queen died. I assume she just got either hammered by the loons or taken down by the sheer amount of pups that were coming out. So yeah, hope you that was an interesting raid, and that's the reason I've shown that one. The next one I want to show again. Let's have a little scout of the base, see what it's like. So similar again, all 4 air defences are not covering each other. Both expos are down. I mean, that just calls for LaLoon, really. The Queen's level 19, she's a little bit higher. So let's click the replay button again. Exact same strategy, look. Let's see how he does this one. So I think he's going to do the exact same deployment, like 2 loons, 2 hounds followed by loons on the first one, hound loons second, hound loon third, hound loons on the final. So let's just watch it through and sort of break it down. So it's choosing the bottom left to go first. You can see the hounds are tanking all those traps as well. The loons are going in. A single hound on the bottom side, again a rage spell. Let's watch over here now. This is where the CC and the loons, the CC and the queen is. So let's just see what happens to them. Now the pups are chasing them over here. Queen's getting absolutely hammered. Queen gets taken down by the pups. CC are now getting hit by the pups as well. So the raids sort of carried on, and the CC and the Queen have just been taken down by the sheer amount of lava pups that were brought out, which is why there's not many left down this bottom left side of the base. But the rest of the base, at this point, there's still a couple of hounds left and a hell of a lot of loons, and another hound's popped as well. So I'm going to do the same as I did before last time and sort of recap the video after. I just wanted to analyse it a bit, but you can see pups are actually very good at taking down a relatively high level queen, the full CC, everything. It's just all gone haywire for the poor defender. I mean, this guy's got how much lava walls, and the loons have just floated right over the top of them. Max defense. He needs to work on his hero levels. But yeah, it's just really impressive to see a guy that's got lower level heroes for the sort of standard in my clan, just ripping apart the top 2 bases. I just thought it was outstanding, and that's why I've sort of made a real focal point of these 2 raids in this episode, and it fits in nicely with the fact that we are learning LaLoon. I'm learning LaLoon. I'm here to demonstrate some LaLoon attacks for you and delve in a bit deeper in the different styles. So let's do it in the ×2 speed again. So hound loons down, hound loons down, hound loons down. It's just very simple, very, very simple. You can't really mess up the deployment of this. There's no I mean, I'd be interested to hear from Bratus as to why he chose the one side first, like why he chose bottom left side first. Now from my point of view, that looked closest to the Queen and closest to the CC. So what we could do now is sort of go back to the other raid and see if he deployed closest to the Queen in the CC again, because if he did, that might explain or give us an idea of the reasoning why he's choosing that side of the base. So I'm just going to 4 times the rest of the video. Let's have one last look, one last scout of that previous base he did, because he went in firstly on the top right. Now see, on this one, no, it wasn't. The Queen is closest to the left hand side, and I would say she's closest to the bottom left AD, and he didn't do that. So maybe it doesn't actually matter that much which side he starts from. It's just the fact that he's got all the troops down and done it in a certain way, of hound first then the loons, so the hound tanked the loons in that way. So yeah, there's so many different variants of LaLoon and that it's difficult. I mean, and it's still relatively new, to be honest, and I think it's going to get nerfed soon because it's just so powerful. It really is. It'd be interesting to see how those raids went if the expos were up. It'd be interesting to see that sort of raid against a max Queen. But to be honest, you know, it's one of those things. It's one. It's this sort of video and this sort of strategy. It hasn't settled yet, and people haven't really. I don't think, or I haven't at least anyway, found the true potential of it. And people are still just guessing their way through and just trying to quad LaLoon bases that they're not sure. And when do you use quad LaLoon? When do you use 5 hounds? When do you use 2 hounds? You know, when do you use precision, take down the Queen? All these questions I can't answer yet, but I'm trying to just demonstrate different ways of deploying and how the people that get these 3 stars do it, to try and open your mind to different and let you find. I want everyone to find their own feet. I'm not here to say do it this way and you'll get 3 stars. I'm here to say let's explore different ways of doing it, and then you find your own niche and you do your own thing, because that's what I do, and that's what I encourage my clanmates to do. I don't tell anyone how to raid. I just think I offer suggestions. That's what I want to sort of replicate through my YouTube channel, and that's just the way I am. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll see you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do it now. Other than that, peace out. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next one.